Wait, do you know that you can become the next Dangote in the next 10 years if you invest in food production in Nigeria? Here's the catch. I had somebody comment on my video previously and said, I want to get involved in food production, but I don't know how. Look, there's so many ways you can get involved in food production in Nigeria. One of the first ways that I can say that you begin this is register your company as an agriculture business or as a farm. That way, you start leveraging and taking advantage of the tax benefits that have been passed since January 1st, 2026. If you have done that, the next thing that I say that you do is go into some of these communities across Nigeria with fertile soil for farming, right? Then speak with some of these locals, speak with stakeholders in those communities, and demand that you want to farm in their land and you would be willing to give a certain turnover of your yield to them at the end of the planting season because you don't have money to invest in buying the land at the time. And what you do next is go get a lawyer, come up with a land lease agreement between you and the landowners. Structure the contract in such a way that you're giving off 5% of your yearly turnover or your yearly yield to the landowners as payment for using their farmland. And that gives you access to a lot of things right now. You have farm, you have the tax law that you can take advantage of, and then you can now decide what kind of crops do you want to farm. And I would say you should get into crops that have high global demand. And you're looking at ginger, you're looking at turmeric. A lot of those compounds have high value when it comes to global demand. And the next thing that you can do, if you have the resources to do, is maybe you can set up a mini processing plant. What it does simply is to just help you package, process, and make sure that you meet the global demands. And that way you can start generating good enough amount of income that can set you on that path to become Dangote. But some people would say, how are you sure? I am not certain. But I know for sure that if you take the move and invest in food production in Nigeria in 2026, just maybe you can become the next Dangote.